question if I myself wasn't going through it. And I want you all to feel like we're all in it together. But how many folks here tonight deal with anxiety? The rest of you are lying. There's no way. No, so it took me going through one of the most incredible, awesome moments of my life, being on this TV show. And my first experience with it was Dolly Parton week. And love me some Dolly Parton. I'm a big fan, and by a big fan, I mean I was not super familiar with any of her music at that point in my life. I knew 9 to 5. I was vaguely familiar with Jolene. If I'm being honest, the thing I knew about Dolly Parton above all else is not fit for this show. So, you guys got jokes over there? I want to play. So that week, I'd always, for whatever reason, every week when it came time to choose songs, I would always try to make it as difficult on myself as possible. And I would, more often than not, pick songs that was that in here? That was the kitchen? What in the hell are they cheering about in the kitchen? I'm so curious. I'm going to keep telling the story, but at some point would somebody from the kitchen tell me what the hell is going on? Thank you. All right. So, I picked a Dolly Parton song called Little Sparrow, and it goes a little something else. Definitely not playing that. And I could not for the life of me memorize the lyrics. It wasn't happening for me. Every rehearsal, every practice leading up to the live performance night, I kept messing it up. And we get to the final dress rehearsal, which they film because they use that footage to show during the recap at the end of the episodes, where it's like, if you want to vote for David Cook, here's him performing, but it's actually me from before the live performance, right? TV magic, baby. And I got it wrong there. In fact, I think they might have aired it, if I'm being honest. So going into the live performance, I had the first of what would be many like full-blown anxiety attacks. I thought, I'm going to throw up and die on national television because I don't know this song, and I'm going to be embarrassed in front of everybody. And thank God for a stagehand named Spence, who he was just like, dude, just don't lock your knees. Just go up there. Like, if you're going to mess up. Who cares? Who cares? Just don't pass out on my stage. And I went up there, and I literally, for the whole song, just focused on, like, just a little bit in the knees, just don't pass out. And it's the only time I've got the song right. The only time. And afterwards, I ended up having to go to the hospital. And that's where they first kind of told me, hey, you might have an anxiety disorder. I had a bunch of other episodes. And it really wasn't until last few years, the pandemic, having a moment where I'm not on the road and all that, to be able to process it a little bit. I ended up writing this song as a letter from my anxiety to myself. Purely as a therapeutic exercise. And then in the year 2020, we had a presidential election. Don't worry, we're not going to talk politics. But I did write a song about my anxiety called Reds Turn Blue that I released in the middle of a presidential election year. If that's not going to trigger your anxiety, I don't know what will. But this is Red's turn. Well. 2. Flip switch, you got the killer itch written on your bedroom wall. Bring back, it's like a heart attack. It never ever fall. It's you now, it's you now. Click shake, spinning wide awake. The colors of a good dream. Stop there before you make the bed. Staring at a starry screen. It's you now, it's you now. Nobody said you get. Bethlehem is watching all the way. Steady on your Chico. It doesn't matter what the mirror says. You really only want to know. It's you now, it's you now.